Oh, so we're doing this now. Okay. Told you it was... Whatever. Roll the video. Alright, guys. Well, Fab did it. Flesh and Blood did it. I cannot believe what is happening currently with Bright Lights, the all mechanologist set that comes out in 2 weeks now, I believe. 2 weeks. This weekend, this upcoming weekend, as the recording of this video is pre-release weekend. And there's something about this that I was not expecting. You've clicked on the video, you know what it is. You know what it is, but we're gonna go through the lore today that actually leads up to Mr. Jules Teklovossen, the hero that is on Teklovossen Esteemed Magnate, in the Bright Light set. So, so we know that at some point in time, given the Dynamic Man story, that Jules Teklovossen was the founder of Teklo Industries, and he disappeared. Nobody knows where he went. Nobody knows what happened. There was some explosion, and this inventor, this genius, he disappeared. So we are going to go through this story, and this is the first time I've read this story. So I haven't read this yet. This just dropped on the website. We are going to read Protocol Apeiron. Now, if you're not familiar with what Apeiron means, or more so the Greek word apeiron, it essentially means the infinite, the kind of like collectiveness, the infinite. It's essentially another, fancy, more romantic word for infinity. Okay, so here we are reading Protocol Apeiron, and we'll start right off. Deep beneath the Needle, which is the giant building in Metrics that houses, I believe, Teklo Industries, in a hermetically sealed chamber under the lowest boiler room floor, a single console screen lights up with a faint green hue. Anomaly detected in the Greater Eidolon network. Indicator achieved. Rigo scuttles down from his charging recess in the wall and plugs directly into the console, mainlining the fresh information to verify its authenticity. I'm guessing this is Rigo. Seems to be a robot, some kind of automaton, whatever it might be. Overhead, the boilers gurgle and chug, feeding much-needed backup energy into the building above. Second outage this month. From a dynamic fluctuation in the Teklovossen generators. There's a sharp hiss. The chamber fills with chilling vapor as the lid of a cryogenic pod opens up. Rigo switches with its best approximation of excitement and wakes the other bots. Within moments, the place is crawling with frenetic activity, most of it focused on the pod. The occupants' eyelids open, exposing dilated pupils that haven't been used in half a century. Rigo hovers at his side like a nervous partner as the other bots busy themselves with their creator's waking anatomy, cleaning away the residue of a 50-year slumber. Teklovossen was asleep for 50 years in a cryopod, dude. Underneath Metrics. Why? Rigo croaks Teklovossen from clogged vocal cords. Report. The bot suspends a screen over Teklovossen's face. The inventor's eyes flick across the contents, narrowing with every page. Life expectancy, 68.3 years. Clean energy adoption, 7%. Territorial expansion, 11%. Wealth distribution, polarized. 50 years, and that's all they achieved? I'm just going to stop right there for a second and say that, man, he sounds like... This man is definitely a tech bro. This is definitely a tech bro. He is like just disappointed with the progress that has been made in those 50 years. Show me the executed indicator or the executed indicator. Rigo transmits the details to an overhead display. A smile twitches at the corner of the inventor's mustached mouth. An anomaly detected in the Eidolon network, a 6th-gen microprocessor expressing general intelligence, something I created, of course. Well, that's pretty egotistical, I'm not gonna lie. The way he said that, I don't know, man. Teklovossen groans as the pod base raises his prone form out of its confines and into the climate-controlled atmosphere of the chamber. While his body feels like a deadened corpse dug up from the past, Teklovossen's mind is racing into the future. Rigo, show me the Mecro mods. Mecro. Okay. The bot obliges, running quickly through each implant's status and capabilities. Good. Initiate protocol 103 and prep me for surgery. He closes his eyes, imagining metrics as it should be, how it will be. If you want anything said, ask the bureaucrats. If you want something done, ask a dying man. That line is sick. That is a sick line. That is a really, really sick line. If you want anything said, ask the bureaucrats. If you want something done, ask a dying man. His automatons lift the bed base like a gurney and carry Teklovossen to the waiting surgical platform. A soft thud heralds the arrival of the first Mecromod, delivered by pneumatic tubes from the 47th floor. The delivery tube's aperture dilates, revealing a pair of cyber eyes presented like gems on a silk cushion. More than human, murmurs Teklovossen as the bots settled him gently into place. Time I delivered on that promise. So, this is Teklovossen, the Mecropotent. So, okay, we have a lot to unpack here, and I'll get to the demi-hero from a gameplay standpoint here in a sec, but we have a lot to unpack here. First of all, he's a shadow hero, okay? Let's get that out of the way immediately. First of all, this version of Teklovossen, the demi-hero version, is a shadow mechanologist equipment Evo card that is also a hero. So I genuinely think Teklovossen in this instance, he went to sleep for 50 years. Okay, went to sleep for 50 years. Essentially because he knew he was dying. It mentions that he had a tumorous growth. This is a brilliant inventor, a genius, and he is trying to figure out some way to save himself. To me, it's definitely ego driven. He wants to cheat mortality. He wants to cheat his own mortality. He wants to cheat death. Essentially to drag metrics into this bright future he has planned. I don't think this is going to end the way he wants it to, because whatever caused him to wake up stated that there was an anomaly detected in the network. Okay? I don't believe that the anomaly is Dash. I don't believe the anomaly would be Dash. I don't believe Max Nitro appears to be more of like a demolitionist kind of guy, not necessarily a hacker. He's just kind of a chaotic cyberpunk dude. So my question is, what's this anomaly? And something has to. My best guess is that the anomaly itself is that anomaly is probably something related to like the shadow beings. Maybe it has something to do with what's happening currently in the Dusk Till Dawn story, related to the war that's currently ongoing in Solana. And because something within that anomaly would have had to affected Teklovossen for him to basically rise up as a shadow hero. That's just a theory. But this is a man who is hell-bent on his own survival at any cost. And he already seems relatively teetering on disappointment that Metrix hasn't progressed as far as he had hoped. And in that sense, he is essentially looking to drive Metrix into an era of not just prosperity, but perfection. So looking at him in this state as the shadow hero, this macropotent being, which is almost reminiscent of omnipotent, which is godlike. This man is, whether despite his intentions, he is evil. Let's not like, he's a relatively maybe like tragic figure, but like, let's not get it crossed. This guy ain't good. He is Shadow Ultron now, okay? And amidst everything happening in Dusk Till Dawn, and now this does not bode well for Metrix or the rest of Wraith. I don't think this will be the last time we see Teklovossen as a prominent part of the story. I think he will eventually play into the whole war with Solana and the Dusk Till Dawn stuff, because this is technology that, if he is being influenced or controlled or corrupted by some kind of shadow being, this is something that they are going to want on their side. Whether Teklovossen, loses his humanity and just becomes this monster, which is kind of what's seemingly happening here. It's going to be interesting to see where the story goes forward, but like, that's crazy to me. Like, let's like just look up. Let's see if they have it in February that we can actually talk about the card itself. Like, if we look up Teklovossen, see if it's in February. There he is right there. Yeah, Teklovossen, the Mechropotent, is a Shadow Mechanologist Demi-Hero Equipment Evo. That's a mouthful. That says, action, pay 3, banish 2 cards from your soul, attack. Whenever this attacks a hero, they discard a card. It doesn't matter if the attack hit. You just have to attack, and your opponent has to discard a card. Your Mechanologist attack action cards get go again instantly. This counts as having 4 Evos equipped, so it turns on Terminator Tank. It turns on any of the Evo upgrade cards all the way to their maximum potential. And it has Battle Worn. So I'm assuming the life counter thing that's sitting there, the life is that it just kind of assumes whatever life total you were at whenever you make the transformation. It's attacks for 6, has 3 intellect, which is, okay, but one of the Evo sets lets you get 2 action points and draw 2 cards, or it's it's 2 intellect points. Lets you get 2 intellect points. So if you transform from those Evo cards into this, you end up having 5 intellect, 6 attack, and then you're able to attack twice instantly. On top of all of your Mechanologist attacks having go again. So you just play like Terminator Tank for 9, Terminator Tank for 9, and then you toss Teklovossen at your opponent, and they discard a card on top of it. I'm sorry, I'm frantically explaining this because it's insane. Like, this card is absolutely bonkers. Teklovossen is going to be he's going to be an insane hero to play. Honestly, I mean, we have, all we need is, you just need to be able to play Singularity. If you can play Singularity, you transform your hero weapon Evos into this Teklovossen, the Mechropotent, and that's that. Like, that's the hero. But yeah, no, this is insane. I honestly have to give props to Flesh and Blood and the creative team at LSS and the developers at LSS. I wasn't all that interested in this set as somebody that's not a Mechanologist player. I was not all that interested in it at first. And now seeing some of the stuff that we've seen, I'm impressed, honestly. I'm very much impressed. They keep finding ways to push the boundaries of the rules of this game to greater heights, and that is what is going to keep this game on the map for a long time. I don't think I have seen something this cool and innovative in a trading card game for a long time. It's been a long time. I can't even remember the last time. So I'm going to give high praise to LSS for this. What a reveal. What a crazy, crazy concept. And I'm excited to play pre-release next weekend. If you are going to a pre-release, let me know who you plan on playing. Let me know which hero you're excited to try out the most. I know I'm personally most excited for Max Nitro as an aggro player. He seems like he's going to be very aggro, whereas Teklovossen is kind of a little bit more fatigue, and Dash might be a little more mid-range control. I'm really excited to see how it plays out. This set looks really great. It's going to be a really cool experience. But yeah, no, that's all I have. And if you guys did not catch the event that we held with Green Tree Sports Cards and Four Horsemen Comics this weekend, with commentary by Mr. Matt DeMarco, Flake, and Jeff O. Krasinski, it was Outsiders Team Sealed. The VOD is on my channel. Be sure to go check that out as well. It's like a 6-hour video, but go check it out. We put a lot of time into the production for it. We put a lot of work into the behind the scenes, and we're hoping to be able to do more of that in the future here on the channel and for other Flesh and Blood events going forward. Getting excited for this set, and that's all I really have, guys. So thank you all for watching, and be sure to hit the like, subscribe. Keeps me going, keeps the lights on, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Sin out.